Hey guys, hopefully you are all doing well. Prime Collections here. Well, today we're going to be talking about some news and some releases in the world of Funko and stuff that's going to be coming out relatively soon and stuff that has been released. And I also want to give you guys a few updates on things that are going on with me personally that are going to kind of shape the schedule going forward over the next couple weeks. So let's not hesitate. Let's not wait any longer. Let's get into the world of Funko today. So before we get started on the news, just a couple of updates here. The videos that I'm going to be putting out or content I'm going to be putting out over the next couple weeks is going to be kind of sporadic in terms of that I'll only be putting out about 3 videos a week. Just specifically, I'm in the middle of not only more hours at my job currently, but I am also adjusting to actually moving into a new place. Me and my partner were able to find a place that we can both afford comfortably, and we're going to be moving into that over the next few weeks. So there's going to be some changes, which you guys will actually be able to see my collection at that point in time, because I know a lot of people have been wanting that. And we're gonna, it's going to be like kind of a different environment, and I'm really excited for it because it's going to be a change, but it's a very, very cool change. And with that, there's going to be some cool stuff coming forward because I have ordered a few different things that I'm very excited to share with you guys on this channel. But in terms of talking points today, the major one that I wanted to talk about is the fact that Funko is now, to get rid of their product, releasing their exclusives with mystery boxes. If you look at the last two Funko Shop exclusives that they were unsure as to how they were going to do based upon sales, it was the glow-in-the-dark Venomized pop with the hammer and the sword. And then there was this recent Notorious B.I.G. kind of gold outfit. They released both of these with these specific mystery boxes, so you had to buy the mystery box to get the pop. I believe the Venom was 30 and I believe this one was 50. The Venom sold out and has sold out repeatedly. This one has not sold out and it's been available for about a day. And I'm wondering if this practice is the way that they're going to get rid of pops that they failed to sell out of or they need to get rid of. Because a lot of what's being included in these are extra stock that they have had basically that they couldn't get rid of, and now this is the only way to get rid of it. And I just foresee that basically happening with a lot of these pops going forward, which increases the price of these to actually acquire them. I mean, if you look at it in general, this is smart by them because they get rid of the stuff that they don't necessarily want, and they still technically make a profit. I feel for them to create Funko Pops, they're maybe spending about $5 to $7, and that's why they charge about 12 to 15 for commons and exclusives, because they're roughly getting back almost double on their return, or essentially about 50% on their return. And for them, that's awesome. But for us as consumers, that means we're now having to pay more for certain exclusives. I don't think they'll necessarily ever do it with some of these franchises. Like, I don't think they'll do it with anime, because anime seems to not ever have a problem selling out. Anime is one of their biggest sellers. You could say the same with Disney. You could say the same with some of these other properties. But it's very interesting to see that they are doing this repeatedly, and this is going to be a stratagem kind of going forward. And a couple different talking points. We actually had to look at some upcoming waves of pops that are going to be releasing, and I wanted to give you guys my thoughts on those. So we had 2 SVU pops announced. I believe the pops that were announced were Olivia Benson and Odafin Fin Tutuola, or Tutuola, excuse me. I believe that this is the characters played by Mariska Hargitay, and I believe Wilmer Valderrama, if I remember correctly. And if these are successful, we'll see more and more out of this line come out. Law and Order Special Victims Unit has been on TV for a while now, has a very, very passionate fan base, so I see these doing well, especially if they release like an exclusive version, or like if they do like a 2-pack, like I could see that doing well. But it's very interesting that these were announced, and I could see more of these coming in the near future. And then next up, we had a full Witcher reveal, and a lot of these are coming way of a nerdy dad over on Twitter/Instagram. So thank you to him for being able to show these and share these with us. We've got a couple different variations of Geralt here. We have a couple different variations of Ciri here. We have a Yennefer and we have a Jaskier here. In general, we've seen all these different pops already once, so it's interesting that they keep doing these specific molds. Will any of these be exclusives? I don't necessarily know. I'm not necessarily the biggest Witcher fan, so these will probably be a pass for me, but it is cool that they are getting another wave in case you are a Witcher diehard. And finally, in preparation, we had a full wave shown off for Transformers Rise of the Beasts. And for me personally, I have a couple positives and a couple negatives to take away from here. We had 7 pops in total announced, and we have an Optimus Prime and an Optimus Primal. The Optimus Prime is a nice change in variation, and I do like the look of it, but the Optimus Primal is legit the Kong versus Godzilla pop that they had, just metallicized and an eye color changing, and that I don't like because that's them just reusing molds. And for me, that's why I'll probably pass on it. I may get the Optimus Prime, but I'll wait and see if there's potentially going to be exclusive variation for that. We also got Bumblebee, Scourge, RC, and Mirage. For me, when I first saw the trailer, I thought Mirage was Blur, but to actually see it here as just Mirage is interesting. And, you know, I think out of all of these, Scourge and RC are probably the best. We've already had variations of Bumblebee, so I don't think we need another one. And Mirage is a cool addition because we haven't had this as a pop as well. And then we also had a Rhinox kind of transformed. We haven't really seen the Beast Wars Transformers in their transformed state yet. So for me, I'm wondering if they're just going to remain beasts in this movie or we're actually going to see them transformed, because that's something that they could do in the original Beast Wars show. So I'll be very, very curious to see that. But all these were announced and they're okay for the most part. I may go for the Optimus Prime. I may potentially try to get the Scourge or the RC, but they were cool in general, and I'm very excited for this new Transformers movie. And the final talking point of the day is we finally had another drop redemption shipping out. That is the Jay and Silent Bob redemptions. That is Silent Bob with a gas mask. That is Jay with no pants. And that is Freddy Funko as a Mubi employee. These were delayed heavily. They were redeemed, I want to say, back in earlier this year at some point in time, and they've been delayed for a few months. So people have been kind of waiting on these. So now that they are shipping out, they're very excited. I have something coming from this that I will share with you guys on this channel. I'm just very excited to see that. So if you did redeem these, be on the lookout because they are shipping out and you should be seeing yours relatively soon. But yeah, guys, that's going to do it for today. I just wanted to share these talking points with you guys and my personal feelings on that and kind of what's been going on with me lately. I'm very excited to be in that new apartment. It's very, very cool that we were accepted in this new place, and it's a great, great step in our relationship, and I'm just very excited and looking forward to it. I'll be very excited when you guys get to actually see the new place and, you know, how we're setting it up here, because it's going to be like a new setup and a new adventure, and I'm very excited to be able to share that with you guys here. But once again, thank you so much for sticking around through the entirety of the video. If you wouldn't mind, please liking this and subscribing to my channel. It helps me out tremendously. And as always, I will see you guys later.